Let's go. Hello, hello. Welcome everybody to the Quantum Marathon 2000. This is episode 7. I can't believe it's 7. And now I'm so happy because we are with Paolo Ben Salmi, aka Pint Size Adventurer, which is a long title. But I know, Paolo has many prizes and is an ambassador and is in many courses, university, and many projects. Would you like to present yourself, Paolo, first, and then we go to your book? Because we have a brand new book today, and so that's why we are so happy to have the marathon.
Yeah, definitely. Just first of all, thank you for having me on your show. It's great to be here. So my name is Paolo Ben Salmi, aka the Pint Size Adventurer, and like you said, I do have many ambassadorships. Some of them are I'm the ambassador for the US and African Chambers of Commerce, and then I'm also an ambassador for a consultant for Borg Investment Bank, which is which is an investment bank that teaches you how to use your assets. So I'm a consultant for them, an ambassador for all of the projects that they do, and basically the whole thing. I'm also an ambassador for a company called Water to Go. So that's this bottle here. So
Water to Go.
Yeah, so you see the filter, and that filter can eliminate and does eliminate 99.9% of bacteria, pesticide, chlorine, chloride. Literally, it cleans your water. Anything that you don't want in it, it takes it out. You could literally put your excrement in it and you could drink it and you'd be fine. An adventurer who works alongside me at Water to Go, who's one of my fellow ambassadors, who's an ambassador with me as well for Water to Go. He was stranded on an island. The helicopter that couldn't get to him, so he literally had to do his number one in his bottle, and so he could drink, and it saved him. Basically, it saved a lot of people. They would take it on their hikes onto mountains, collect up the water, put the ice inside, and it melt down, and that's how you get the clean water. So that's all that the filter does. This is a smaller version. There is a bigger version, but I haven't got that with me today. But yeah, that's Water to Go. And they do a lot of work within communities that are less fortunate, especially developing communities within different countries that need the help for clean water, such as countries like India, different parts of Africa, and yeah, just basically all around the world. But our mission is to put 1 million bottles in people's hands across the globe. So yeah, we just want people to have clean water. So that's what is about in the rest of the ambassadorships.
That's beautiful. Yesterday we have the doctors at the program and they said water with all the chemicals and fluoride and all that will give brain damage. So this is so important, and for the children.
Yeah. Also, what happens when you drink the water? So what happens within these communities is there's like a funnel within each community, and there's basically this lever. You push it down, and it gives you water. But the thing is, they don't know where the water comes from. This water comes from the toilets and literally the excrement of people. They mix it up with water and they give it to people so that they can drink, and they don't filter it. So that's what Water to Go's mission is to do, is to just filter these waters. And also when you have bad water, not only with bad odor but bad taste and bad smell, you develop malaria. And that's what happens within these countries. They develop malaria within these different communities, but they don't know how to tackle it. Yeah. So, and another thing that I forgot to say with Borg is also we're launching a Borg University. So I think I said, but Borg is an investment bank, and they teach a lot about financing skills, learning skills, how to negotiate with other people, and they're giving that out to the public. So each course will be $399, But yeah, trust me, these courses are worth it. They teach you how to use your assets to develop income. They teach you financing skills. They teach you learning and practical skills when you're negotiating with someone. And if you obviously do good with that, we can even enroll you throughout into the Borg investment bank to become one of the consultants, project managers, or vice presidents of your own project, or a project manager where you take hold of your own project and you literally do whatever you want to do, and Borg does that for you. And as being a consultant for Borg, the founder is a very good, I wouldn't say friend, he's my best friend.
Wow, this is so amazing.
Yeah, so his
Paolo, there is so many questions. People wants to know, how old are you? I'm sorry, but everybody's amazed.
I'm 11.
11 years old. Are you sure?
Yeah, I think so. Mom, have you liked it?
Mom, talking about mom, we want to thank very much Sabrina Ben Salmi too, because she always helped with all the interviews, and she's the pillar of all the network we are doing now. Thank you for being with us and to be next to your son for this interview. 11 years old. No, I think you have 100.
Yeah, we're just doing lots of different things, and like I believe in the saying, age is just a number, because like when you start with a child, like my mum did, she started with us at an age where we were like sponges. So from the age 7 downwards and then upwards, a child collects more data than anybody on earth. So if you taught a child how to pick fruits off a tree and how to see if these fruits are ripe and if you're able to eat them, he'd master that within the first, let's say, few months of you teaching him, because he sucks that up. And that's really what my mum has done with us. So anything that I do now, it's not that it's anything new, but it's something that I've been taught a lot around, like personal development and everything. And because of my mum, he taught me a lot about like just negotiation, different aspects, but she mostly said be you, and that led to me being a steward for the Borg fruit forest. So we're creating a fruit forest in Tanzania right now, and we're planting 10,000 seedlings for these communities. Because what trees do, they collect up carbon, and then within these communities, there's a lot of carbon going out. So these trees, the 10,000 trees, will be the Whisperer Forest. So my friend at Borg Investment Bank, the chairman and CEO, Dr. Toby Bailey, he made me the steward of this forest, of this fruit forest. So we don't collect the fruits and go off and sell them. We are giving back to the communities. So we're creating this forest so these communities can take the fruits off these trees when they're ripe and go and sell them and make income for their families. So we're giving back, we're not taking anything. So that's another thing which we are doing at the moment with Borg.
My God, you are never bored then.
No.
How many books did you write so far?
4. I've got
4. So
yeah.
This is the 4th one.
Yeah, this is
Can we see the book? What's the name of the book? I'm so intrigued, and I want to know all the ideas about that. Yeah. We want to see.
So this is my 4th book. It's Mindset is Key, Pint Size Adventurer series.
And it's a series, and on the back.
Yeah. So these are some of the ambassadorships that I have. So in the UK, me and my family are coordinators of the 360Ys, which is a media platform. Also, you may see the Viewbox. Viewbox is a social media platform, and I'm an ambassador for that. Also an ambassador for Choose Love, right over here, and True Challenge, and I think over there, oh yeah, Brunel University. My youngest brother is an ambassador for that, but I studied at Brunel University for engineering, for their master classes.
Sure, I'm sure along the way we will ask you if you want to be an ambassador of Education 3000. We will talk about that after the program. So why mindset? What do you mean by mindset? What are the new views you have? What kind of mindset do we need right now in this big turn of humanity?
I'd like to answer that question with a question. So my question to you is, you've got two choices, right? You've got a house that has no lights, no electricity, no power, no food, no nothing, no water. Or you have the choice to pick a house that has light, electricity, heaters, and it sustains you, gives you food and water. Which one would you choose? The first one or the second one? The one that fulfills you, the one that doesn't fulfill you, or the one that does fulfill you?
Of course, I will say the second one.
Yeah, and that's the thing with mindset, right? So what happens, the reason why I asked you this question was mindset. Your mindset is a very crucial thing. It can either lead you in a damp house with nothing that can't sustain you, or it can either lead you in a house that sustains you and nourishes you for the rest of your life. And it really affects the way you live and the way you talk, literally everything. Just like your accent, right? Wherever you grow up, you develop that accent. But imagine your accent as your mindset. So imagine that as a child, you were taught to break into people's houses and crack their windows open. You're going to do that for the rest of your life. But imagine if you were taught to fix people's windows and help them clean their house. Just look at the difference and the different possibilities that you could do. So mindset is a very crucial thing. And it's not just something that you develop when you're older. It's something that you always have. If you look at the world today, just look on social media. I feel that the big part of mindset is trying to be yourself, and not really trying to be yourself because you already are yourself, but try to be the best at being you, because a lot of the time people are trying to make themselves look like others, but they've got internal issues inside of themselves that they can't fix. That's why they go to others and say, these people don't have these problems, I want to be them. But really, mindset is about, if you really lived in that damp house that didn't have any light, no water and electricity, the best thing to do is to reset that house and start over again. That's like mindset. But here's the thing, there is no restart button. You have to take charge of it. You have to insert different things into your minds. It's like a bookshelf. So when you're creating this bookshelf and you're slotting books in, imagine if you were slotting books in about people, how to shoot people, how to break into people's houses, how to unlock people's car doors, how to steal people's car keys. Imagine if you were putting that into your book library, which is your mind. It's like a mixing bowl. Whatever you put into your cake becomes you. So if you're pouring salt and pepper, imagine how disgusting that cake is going to be. Just imagine that. And that resembles your mind. So if you want your mind to be the best thing that you believe is the best thing on earth, you have to start putting the right ingredients in. If you want a bit of white chocolate, oh baby, go and put the white chocolate in. If you want the cake to taste nice, go and put sugar in. It doesn't want to be bitter. No, you can't do that. So you have to enjoy the sweetness of life. And your mindset really represents your lifestyle. Your mindset is basically your paper and pen. And you have to draw inside of your mind what you want in the future. And what we do wrong is we draw what we want in our mind, but we don't match that with our reality. So the mindset is really just a GPS. It helps you get to where you want to go, but you have to be willing to step on the pedal and go to that place. So that's why mindset is so crucial and so key within our times today.
Do you think if we change education, we can help people to change their mindset?
I don't really think education is a part. I think it's self-worth, because like obviously education is good and going to school and getting all these A's is good, but you first got to get the A's with your self-worth and how much you love yourself. Because just think of yourself as a baby. You're just this thing that's whole, perfect and complete, and you're perfect, right? But as you grow up, you start picking up these names along. People may call you these different names of ugly, whatever it is, but it's all about reconnecting to that space where you were that perfect person and where you were in that perfect space and perfect place. So really, English and maths and getting an A or a B in those doesn't really affect how much you think about yourself. Education is a crucial part of this, but it comes after, it doesn't come first.
Don't come first. What about if I realize my mindset is kind of old and selfish and I want to switch? What are the tips to help me to switch my mindset as an adult?
So I'd say just reconnecting with yourself. So just if you're going through a hard time and you really want to make that switch, I think just reconnect to a space and a place where you felt as if you were worth it, as if you're perfect, and just reconnect to that place. And that's how you make the mind switch. People think they have to go all the way to the Himalayas to go and chant in the mountains. I'm not saying that's wrong, but you can do it right now, right here, listening to this interview. You can do it anywhere. Some people do it every second, every minute. All you have to do is just reconnect to that place where you feel safe and you feel that you're worth it. That's how you switch your mind, nothing else.
One more question. Can we see your book and can we see inside all the topics and index and all the different topics you are covering?
Yeah, so
please. It's a big book.
Yeah, it is. So first of all, we have the introduction to the book.
Yeah.
So here's the introduction. It just talks about how I came to realize that when I needed to change my mindset and mindset switch, and really just think about, is this what I want? And is this where I'm going? If not, then I need to switch right now. Then we talked about mindset reset now, which was choosing to be in the now and start taking action. Because what we do is we say, oh, I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'm going to do it next week. What you really need to do is take charge and do it now.
That's
and
true.
Then, yeah, so mindset reset now consists of different people in my life. So, you know how I said I'm the ambassador for the US and African Chambers of Commerce? So we do a meeting every week, every Saturday. We finished it yesterday because today is Sunday. And literally almost everyone from that meeting is inside of my book, and they talk about what they think of Merce. So right here we've got surrender. So there's different topics on which people will have talked about within this group, and then we put them in here. So I think that's everything. And then after that, after the different points from everyone in there, we've also got a give yourself time journal. It's just reconnecting to that safe place where you feel that you're perfect. And that's how your mindset reset now. So I'll scroll to the back. So here is the give yourself time journal.
Oh. So it's like I have to answer and do my own evaluation.
Yeah, so you basically just write in how what you're doing today and what you can do tomorrow to make that to make a difference. So it's just basically a journal to yourself. So like here we've got so you put in the date and it says today I'm grateful for, and then you write in what you're grateful for today. You also write in what would make today a great day. So if there was anything that you done wrong that was yesterday, or I wouldn't say wrong, but any mistakes that you made yesterday, this is the time to correct it on your desire for the end of this day. Because I believe that every day should end with a goal being completed. And this is where you set your goal for the next day. You've also got, during the evening, just before going to bed, take a moment to reflect on your day, then list the 3 things that happened. So just reconnecting to that place. So what my mum does with us as a process is we go back and remember our days. And so if there was anything that we done that was not really a good use of time, we would go back and think, how can I how can I use this slot for something else instead of, let's say, because I used to have a hard time with video games. I would play on it every day. So my mom said, go back to when you're playing video games. What can you change that slot? What can you change that slot to? My mom never said you can't play video games, but she said you have to understand that there's obviously your life isn't just going to be video games, and you need to learn to do something with your life. And obviously you can play video games, but not all day every day, because you've got stuff to do, you've got a voice to share, and you've got things to do. So that's where you really reconnect to what you have done and what you can do to change it. And then today I'm grateful for, which is the next day, and it just restarts over and over, so you can write your different entries each day.
Wow, so it's very practical. You give a lot of practical tips at the end, which is wonderful. Because sometimes books are so theoretical, I mean theory, but then you don't know how to do it in your life. So you do both. You give the idea and you give the practical tools. That's brilliant.
Because you can't tell a man to fix a car if he doesn't know what he has to do to fix a car. If you give him a tool, he might use it to break a window, but he won't know the use of the tool, that he can actually use this to fix a car and make money from it. So really and truly, you just I like to use practical tips, because it's different telling someone what they've got than to telling someone how to use it. Because if you've got let's say a product that you can use to make money, but you're just giving it to people for free. I'm not saying you have to, it's not good to give things away, but when you've got nothing, don't you think it's a good thing to make something out of it? So it's just practical tools on how you can get hands-on with your life and learn to just switch your mindset and switch your daily routine.
How people can get your book?
Oh, so my book is on Amazon. So if you type, so all my books are on Amazon. So you can also get the audiobook of this on Amazon. Oh,
so Mindset is Key and Paolo Ben Salmi, and we have the book.
Yeah, so if you type in Pint Size Adventurer, all my books will come up. But for this specific one, like you said, Mindset is Key.
Perfect. So please get this book and do everything Paolo is saying in the book. At the end, fill out everything. This is a life-changing book, definitely. Paolo, do you have an idea for your next book already?
I do. Yes, I do.
Oh my God! You're already writing. You are amazing.
I'm already writing my next book, but there's 2 more coming out. And one, then let me just say that the next one is going to be, it's not going to be about mindset reset or any of the books that I've ever written. It's going to be like a comic, and it's called Tree Troops. That's all I'm going to say, but you have to wait to see it. But it's going to be really, really cool. I'm planning on doing a movie on that. That's where my inspiration for Forest came from. So it's just about trees, but that's all I'm going to say. But when it comes out, I'll tell you even more.
Sure, please.
Oh yeah. So now I'm not going to tell you about the Tree Troops, but I can tell you about my newest book that's coming out, which is called 7 Steps to becoming an author. So I just teach you how to become an author like I did. I don't tell you just to go on Amazon, click on the manuscript, load up the image. No, I don't say that. I teach you hands-on. I teach you practical, not theory. I don't like that stuff. I teach you how to do it and not how to do it. I want you to, it's all about taking action with these books. So now when you see in my book that it says you need to write your story now, well, I'm saying you have to write it now because you have a message to share, and that message needs to be shared. So that book will be coming out soon, teaching you how to become an author. And yeah, can't wait. Once you read that book, when it does come out, can't wait to see the different things that different people have wrote in their book.
Oh, that's beautiful. We wish you all the best with all your project books, and spread this message around the world. It's time. It's really time. Thank you so much, so much. Do you have a message for all the people who are looking to this program right now? We are 44 countries, more or less.
Yes, I do.
And young people watching us.
I think what I'd like to share, one thing that man said to me, so this is the chairman and CEO of Borg Investment Bank, and what he says to me, and he says to a lot of people, is just imagine the possibilities. And I'd like to just add something to that. Just imagine the possibilities of you being able to mindset reset, choose to be in the now, share your story with the world, not because I want you to, because you want to, because it's your story and it's worth being shared. And I just feel that if you want to do something, just do it, because there's never going to be a perfect moment, because you don't know if you're going to be here tomorrow. So the best thing to do is just take action and do it now.
That's perfect. Just do it. So we put in the screen, just do it. And that's it. I really thank you, both of you. Please, we are in touch. I mean, there is no limit. The possibilities are endless. And that's why we are here on Earth. Thank you so much, so much, so much. Thank you, Sabrina. Thank you, Paolo. Thank you to your brothers and sisters too. I know you are a big family, and we love you all.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.